Good morning, YouTube. Here's a thought for today. Huma Abedin should get herself into protective custody as soon as she can, so that she doesn't end up like Ron Brown or Kevin Ives or Seth Rich or Vince Foster or any of these other people, 20 some odd people who died or ended up in plane crashes or mysteriously committed suicide by shooting themselves in the back of the head 3 times as they tried to oppose the Clinton family. And I think Huma probably knows this, given the situation going on with Anthony Weiner. Although it's possible that Mr. Weiner, as a congressman, did this on his own, being aware of what was going on with the Clintons, and maybe Huma is, uh, you know, totally ignorant of Hillary's past crimes, and a lot of those actually really belong to Bill, although I'm sure Hillary was at the helm, much like she is now. But you think vis-a-vis the Arkansas cocaine scandal stuff, right? Where in the early 80s, the FBI was arresting and breaking up the Italian crime families, all these different mafias, and they were arresting all the mafia leaders. And it left a huge power vacuum, and it left a huge opportunity to make money on illicit drug smuggling. And Bill Clinton recognized that opportunity in Arkansas, being, you know, a southern state. It gave him a good position to invest some money in the distribution of cocaine and make himself a handsome profit, because there was just a huge power vacuum there as all these Italian mafia bosses were being put behind bars. And it also gave Bill Clinton a chance to sort of rub elbows with some of the more powerful people who didn't go down in all of those arrests, right? Some of the people who didn't get charged, some of the people who weren't caught. And so, Mr. Brown famously said, "Bill, if I'm going down, I'm taking you down with me." Well, he didn't have the chance because Bill Clinton had him murdered, but that evidence is all going to come out now. I'm very confident that there is some surviving evidence of most of the Clinton murders, right? The 23 or 26 suspicious suicides and deaths. I have a very strong feeling that someone like Anthony Weiner, who was a congressman who had access to intelligence agencies and people within, who had access to other government officials. I'm almost certain that there's hard evidence of some of these murders, and it's going to come out. That's part of what's in this life insurance folder. But probably the most damning stuff that's going to come out is all the pedophilia. And Mr. Weiner's already, he's fucked for that already. I think he knows it, and he's just going to pull a Mr. Brown and try and drag the Clintons down with him in that regard, by spilling the beans on everything he's got there. And to that regard, it's important that Huma gets herself into protective custody, because she'll be able to provide testimony on some of the more recent things that are going on. Some of the stuff that she's witnessed and seen with her own eyes and heard from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So for her to not be able to testify would be a huge loss for us as a country, because it really will help to fill in some of the details as all of this scandal emerges. Anyway, that's a thought for today. Thanks.